Well, May the 1st is International Workers' Day. It is a public holiday here in China and many countries around the world. Some people that are not resting, however, are the businesswomen in Beijing. The number of Chinese businesswomen is growing rapidly, but as our reporter Martina Fuchs finds out, there is still a glass ceiling for women trying to access the boardrooms and gain high-level executive positions.
Meet Jennifer Mao Jones. Jennifer's full-time job is to work for one of the oldest U.S. law firms in its Beijing office. In her spare time, however, Jennifer heads 85 Broads, a worldwide network for high-caliber women.
We have more women coming out of universities with better academics and better credentials than men, consistently. And this is happening across the board in China. And at 85 Broads, the mission statement and the idea is that if we get a lot of very great women, high-achieving women, intellectual women in the same room, then great things can happen. And our goal is to change the course of history for future women throughout the world and in our communities.
It's not an easy job to be a businesswoman in Beijing, with the number of women in leadership and C-level positions still extremely low compared to their male counterparts. At a recent conference in Beijing to empower women, female executives say Beijing's corporate world needs a shake-up.
Well, it's a pyramid. Anytime you get to a certain level on a pyramid, there's less and less people that are peer to you. So for a lot of women executives, it becomes very lonely. You may be the only woman executive, or maybe two women executives. So you only have yourself or another, which compared to maybe all the other male executives that have many peers that can support you.
Anita Tang is managing director of Royal Roots Global, a business strategy advisory focusing on the U.S.-China business space.
That's kind of in our DNA. Man is just like that, woman is like that. Can't explain. Women tend to multitask. And men, they only do one thing at a time. A woman leader will have to pay a lot of attention. We cannot always multitask. If we do, we have to make sure that one of the tasks, the most important task we do, is successful and focused.
According to Deloitte, the proportion of female members on the boards of companies in China is only 8%. This compares to 16.1% in the United States and 16% in Germany. Empowering women is still an unfinished business, not just here in Beijing, but across the world. So what should companies do to promote more women to the very top of the corporate ladder? The Hong Kong Stock Exchange, for example, has introduced